What in your life makes you feel rich? Little things. Deciding to randomly go to Starbucks or grab a pastry from a shop window. After growing up poor. Being able to make small, on a whim purchases make me feel like I'm doing okay. Having an aux cord in my car. Too bad your speakers don't work since you played my mixtape. That's why I have fire insurance in my car. My bookcase and my Lamborghini in my garage that I used to drive in the Beverly Hills make me feel rich. I have 47 bank accounts in my account. My exquisite collection of only the rarest peeps. I grew up with nothing. So the ability to travel. Go to restaurants. Buy groceries without tallying every cent. I don't make a lot of money. Just enough to make sure my bills are paid every month. Save some and have enough left over for fun. I know money can't buy happiness. But my god, does the sense of security feel amazing. Don't know why you got downvoted. But I'm pretty much the same, except I have a fair bit of money now. It's an awesome feeling after growing up with nothing. Anyone who say money doesn't buy happiness has never been broke. As a New Yorker, absolutely nothing. Until I go to Chinatown. 5 for $1 dumplings and $1 pizza. Look. Rich and I are just good friends. Okay? My millions of dollars. Zimbabwean dollars don't count. That is the kind of attitude that lead to this problem. The feeling of having no financial issues is truly a great feeling. That's all I need to feel rich. Seriously. While I can't afford to buy lavish materialistic things on a whim, I never ever stress about money and have zero debt. Growing up poor, I remember my dad stressing so much over piles of bills and avoiding collections phone calls. As a kid I remember my mom crying in front of opened mail. My life now is more of a dang. That bill was higher than expected. Oh well. Not second guessing my decision to get Quack at Chipotle. My Steam library. Really? My Steam library makes me feel broke. I have like 60 games but none of them are installed or I don't play them at all. Humble bundles. Cheap games you buy on the spot and a few years of gaming. Not having to sort by price, low to high when shopping online. Oh yeah baby. I'm poor. And even I sort by best ratings. There's no point in buying something cheap if it's going to fall apart. Lol, we must have different definitions of poor. I've got 5 acres. With adequate water. And I own them free and clear. We're just starting to do anything with them. Planting useful trees. Livestock. So every time I walk around I get the exciting feeling of potential. Parents own a retirement hobby farm that is off the grid and self-sufficient. So jealous. Mainly because of all the food. Fingers crossed the inoculated oak trees will produce truffles when they are mature enough to. Nice hotels. We didn't grow up poor but my dad was, and still is, cheap, so we stayed at Holiday Inns and Red Roof Inns. Now that I'm fronting the bill it's Hilton or better. Valet parking. Room service from an actual restaurant. Pillow top mattresses. And a concierge make my vacation better because it's things I don't get in my regular life. Also, having a savings account in it with enough to know I'm going to be okay. I lived paycheck to paycheck for a long time and any unexpected expense meant at least 2 weeks of struggle. Having a safety net, even a modest one, makes everything feel a little better. Seconded. Vacations in general make me feel rich. My parents only took us on vacations to stay with family, who did not live in exciting places, and we didn't do any vacation-like activities on the trips. My parents still claim vacations are too expensive for the two of them to take, despite them having plenty of money for it. And will only go to Branson, MO to get a free hotel stay for listening to timeshare pitches. I don't understand why they don't value traveling. I sometimes like to think about the kind of statistics according to which I'm part of the richest 20% or so of the world's population. For my location and age group I'm not really too well off. But when I compare it to the hundreds of millions who live in poverty worldwide, and when I consider the fact that I can always afford to eat and to live in a heated flat with running water, I suddenly feel pretty wealthy. Running water is the shit. I agree. My boat. It's a 14-foot bare bones aluminum fishing boat with a 10 HP motor that is 40 years old. It makes me happy to be able to spend a day out in the wilderness catching my supper. Now I'm just 3 classes away from getting my boat license. Oh cool. How many classes does it take? 3, just 3 classes. Buying frivolous makeup, bright colors I won't wear much, and new video games. Affording food after growing up poor. I get ridiculously pumped about fresh fruit. AWW, yay, nothing better than fresh nectarines. Big packs of new socks. Oh man. That feel. I like to ration my new socks and wear a new pair at the start of every week. Right now it's air conditioning. In the winter it's heating. I've been through both seasons without either for periods of time. I grew up on a reservation. Good times and bad times. Just glad now that I can sit in a nice cool apartment. I buy every jacket I think is cool. They are my vice. I have far too many jackets and sweaters. I need to move further north. Filling up my petrol tank to the top while living in Australia. The country of expensive everything. I went through a solid 5 years never having a full tank. It's so good being able to have it constantly near full at close to $1.50 L. One positive that came from this is I know exactly when my car will stop running. And how many Ks I have left to drive. Driving my Mercedes to a nearby winery that we are members at and chilling in the members area with a glass of wine. Found the actually rich guy. No. An actually rich guy would not have mentioned the brand of the car or that it was a members area. My son. Wife and soon to be born daughters. Twins? Nope, wife and mistress. 1. Checking my bank account balance. And knowing that I had next to nothing 5 years ago. 2. Buying as many books as I want. So long as it stays within my yearly budget. 3. Indulging in vanity purchases. Like makeup and pretty dresses from time to time. 4. Not worrying about getting money back after lending small sums to friends. My savings account. I saved every penny I earned up until I got my car, and all through high school I saved as much as I could. My friends have little to nothing in savings, and having that nice cushion makes me feel good. It maxed out at around 20k, but school and some car issues really brought it down, but I've avoided student loans and other loans because I had that cushion. I've recently started my first adult job, so the account is growing again. I've never set a budget when it comes to going out to eat. I go out to eat for almost every meal. Last night I spent $120 on dinner by myself. Of which only $10 was alcohol. No ducks given. I'll cut other things out of my budget first. Nothing like a giant piece of perfectly cooked USDA prime steak. So then you must be actually rich. Crushing my enemies. Seeing them driven before me and hearing the lamentation of their women. Having a lottery ticket. Until I see the results of the drawing. Job satisfaction. So you're a teacher? Used to be a music teacher. Now applying to become an engineer. Having 2 monitors. Makes me feel like Hackerman to boot. I have graduated to 3-ply toilet paper and also use baby wipes. I'm an adult now. The feeling of being in sweet love. Nothing in life will ever beat that initial feeling of being consumed by the emotion of total affection for someone. Hiring Mexicans at Home Depot to strangle me in the shower. My CS Go inventory. If we're talking about literal money, feel absolutely loaded when I use my remote control garage door opener and drive into my garage on a rainy day. When I lick my fingers and realize I'm actually a delicious chocolate fudge cake. Not having to budget to afford the things I want in life. Also the fact that I'm considering buying an investment home at the age of 25 and single. My wonderful friends and my also my cat. Edit. Thanks for the gold, bro. Netflix. Access to thousands of TV episodes is one of the best feelings ever. For me it is not a matter of how much I have but how much I can waste without caring. Also how much I can give to others to help them out if I decide they need it more than I do. Having an unlimited supply of chapstick at my disposal. Right now I have about 10. But I can buy more whenever I want. Growing up my mom bought me a thing of Vaseline BC we couldn't afford chapstick. Look at me now. And driving a new car feels awesome. I just turned 2 flimsy $20 bills into $40 one coins. I feel like a medieval king.